Good morning, brothers and sisters. All right. This morning I'm going to talk about our membership, what's happening with the PDG, the P for P, ITAC, changes to our voting rules, and a final thought about the future of the profession. But first, let's take a quick look at the numbers. As of April 1st, our union represents 55,818 pilots at 32 airlines. This amount breaks down to 47,266 active members, 5,417 apprentice or reactivated members. If you look at the totals on the Executive Board SharePoint site, you will see that our membership is on a positive vector. In addition, we had 3,564 members on furlough in 2010. Today, we have 291. Any ALPA member on furlough is a problem, but we've reduced that by 92%. And there's more good news. In January, the Canada Industrial Relations Board announced that more than 230 Air Georgian pilots voted overwhelmingly to join ALPA. I want to thank everyone who helped in this organizing effort. And speaking of organizing, United First Officer Richard Swindell has been busy organizing ALPA's professional development group. United First Officer Bill Patterson was recently appointed vice chair to give Richard a hand. Among the PDG's various projects, the group is working with the Canada Board to set up a Canadian-focused PDG committee, working with the ALPA Resources Coordinator, Paul Ryder, to support Aviation Works for You, a new industry coalition that promotes aviation jobs. And as Tim mentioned earlier, spearheading ALPA's presence at Oshkosh this summer. There are opportunities for every MEC to get involved. See Richard today or tomorrow if you're interested. Look for coverage in the Fast Read, the magazine, and social media. Also, help us promote this event in your MEC communications. Within the PDG, the Education Committee, led by United First Officer Mark Haley, continues to expand its outreach. ALPA signed an MOU with Indiana State University on March 3rd. That's the fourth new program in 4 years. The committee also participated in the International Women in Aviation Conference that took place March 2nd to the 4th. The conference drew more than 4,500 participants. One of our strategic objectives is to inspire, educate, and mentor the next generation of pilots. Coming up next, we're preparing for the NIFA SafeCon, which is May 9th to the 14th, the OBAP Convention, August 9th to the 11th, the American School Counselor Association Conference, July 8th to the 11th. The last event is new for us. We'll be there because the organization can help promote ALPA as a resource to students interested in an aviation career. Captain David Farmer and the Leadership Committee conducted another successful leadership training conference, February 7th to the 10th. 83 pilots from 22 carriers attended. AFL-CIO President Richard Trumka joined us and gave a great keynote speech. A link to his presentation is on the Executive Board SharePoint site. The committee is almost finished with 3 CBTs to assist local council officers elected outside the regular voting cycle. We'll send something out to these newly elected reps when these are ready. Membership committee reps attended the National Gay Pilots Association Expo January 19th. They spoke to 175 ALPA members. And by the way, the next membership seminar will be September 19th and 20th. In preparation, ALPA staff recently sent an email requesting information about new hire meeting logistics. We want to know things like where you're holding your events and how many new hires are attending. Responses will be used to update our presentations for future meetings. Within membership, United First Officer David Pond and the Veterans Affairs Subcommittee are working on a new VA handbook. This should be out to MECs soon. Now let's talk about ALPA's Emergency Relief Fund, or Pilots for Pilots. The P4P fund has a balance of $127,259.98. The group issued 21 grants last year and stands ready to help members in need. As part of P4P's fundraising efforts, the fund continues to use Amazon Smile to supplement donations. And through member purchases, we've raised more than $800 with this account alone. And watch for a special P4P fundraiser this summer. The Information Technology Advisory Committee continues to work on a number of important projects. A new version of the ALPA app for the smartphones and tablets are in the works. Phase 1 is expected to be released in late summer. Also, the Balloting and Council Services Department, along with the IT department, has created a new electronic proxy system for local council meetings. It's called My Proxy System. The BOD directed us to create it, and the system went active March 1st. We haven't had any experience with it yet, but I'm confident that it'll work well. The IT and Communications Department have been updating several websites, including those for United, Frontier, the Education Committee's Clear to Dream page, and the Aviation Works for You website. IT has made it easier to access your member number when signing on to the ALPA website. Now you simply answer 3 basic security questions about yourself. IT will email or text your member number. A new call center feature is coming soon. ALPA's membership analysts will be able to see the members' info on their computer screens as the phone rings. This update should provide quicker response to membership-related questions. Shifting gears, let's look at a policy issue the Executive Council recently considered. ALPA has been using the internet voting for local council elections and other general membership ballots since 2001. Last October, the Department of Labor issued guidance that will require us to make a change. We use that information to review all of our balloting procedures. We've presented a resolution that cleans up Section 90 of the admin manual. This proposed change will help us comply with the new guidance. We'll take this issue up in Delegate Committee 4. Finally, let's look at the future of the profession and the role that ALPA plays. I talked earlier about the efforts of the ALPA Education Committee and our work to promote aviation as a whole. We understand, as the voice of airline pilots, we have a responsibility to ensure the profession's survival while maintaining safety standards. As college programs and flight academies have become an essential career path to airline pilot jobs, ALPA has focused on reaching out to students at these schools. Through ACE clubs and other professional development programs, ALPA provides a direct link to the airline pilot profession. Through these programs, ALPA is better able to promote safety as a top priority. We also have the opportunity to talk about professionalism. These two issues, safety and professionalism, are essential to establish the right foundation for our new airline pilots, and our efforts are paying off. Schools are telling us that more and more students are interested in aviation. For example, aviation programs at Embry-Riddle, Central Washington, and Indiana State report steady enrollment increases in their aviation degree programs. As you can see from this chart, the size of Western Michigan's aviation flight science program continues to grow. And the University of North Dakota tells us currently 720 students are majoring in commercial aviation. The school anticipates a much bigger number this fall. as professional development programs will feed this interest. We must continue the legacy. One of ALPA's strategic goals is to secure the future of the profession. We have an obligation to inspire, educate, and mentor the next generation of pilots. Please help the Education Committee and the PDG any way you can. Help us reach out to these young people who may be interested in flying. Securing the profession means cultivating the next generation. Just as important, we need to keep these jobs in the United States and Canada. Only by attracting new candidates in our countries can we do this. We owe it to the profession to leave it better than we found it. Thanks for listening. If you have any questions, you know how to find me. Have a good day.
Great job, Bill.